Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to be talking mainly about this new angel that is dropping during the anniversary event. But before that, I must say I will be streaming tomorrow on Saturday and on Sunday. Also, I will be joining the anniversary server. I will choose only one to join. I don't think of joining all of the anniversary servers that they open, but if you don't want to miss it out, and if you have a lot of questions and you don't want to miss out the streams, please join my Discord channel, because I will be posting there when I am going live. When it comes to the videos, today I will be posting I will try to post every single thing that we have gotten as a tease and as a news about the anniversary event and the 2 upcoming weeks and all of the events that are currently being expected. But let's focus on this video for now, and let's talk about this new angel. First, when it comes to the splash art, in my opinion, they could have been done it better, a lot better. I really don't like it. I don't like the armor. I don't like the boobs. I don't like the tights. I almost don't like anything regarding the overview of the angel. But at least they have done very, very well with the skills, and the angel is very, very useful. Before we jump into what the skills are, let's cover up how to level up our new angel. Basically, in order to get the full potential of level 400, what you will need to do is get the SSR plus stars, but this angel is MR based, so what you need to do is get the MR levels in order to push from level 300 to level 400. This angel can already be leveled up at 300 once you acquire it, but in order to level it from 300 to 400, you will need to push those MR stars. Here on the bottom of the screen, you can see the scroll list. The MR level and the ER level require the same amount of skills. I will update this chart and add the ER level very, very soon. But in order to calculate how many scrolls you need, when it comes to the whole angel, you will need around 1400 scrolls. If we don't receive the angel for free, if we do receive it for free, it will be around 1200 blue scrolls to max it out. Now, when it comes to maxing it out, my suggestion is that you go for the MR levels first, and then for the incarnation levels. Here I want to say something, that when you're going for the MR levels, in my opinion, you could do MR 4 stars, then skip one of the stars, do the incarnation levels, and come back to finish the 5th MR. This is only, in my opinion, if you know that you will be able to max out this angel during the event, while you can summon for her. But because, in my opinion, the 5th star won't benefit you that much in the beginning compared to the things that you can get in relevance for the scrolls needed to summon the 5th stars, the 5th star, sorry. And overall, I believe that the incarnation levels and upgrades are more focused on the PvP side of this angel. So if you want to use the angel for PvP purposes mainly, and not for PvE purposes, which you do what you want to do, then you can go with the incarnation levels first. But keep in mind, for PvP, in order to be very, very strong and your angels to act first, you need a lot of speed, and to get a lot of speed you will need this level 400. So in a way, the best option is always to go with the MR and then finish the incarnation levels. This time I'm going to show the basic skill of the angel, because it's a new one, so it's not very commonly known. So the skill number 1, it will grant all allies the inspired status for 2 rounds, which will increase their attack and debuff resistances by 20%, and the attack buff is by 30%. It doesn't say that it's using her own attack or anything like that. So this is very, very nice buff. This means that if your main DPS is very, very strong, you don't really need to invest into this angel. She just needs to cast her first skill, which in order to do, you can always put her in position 1, and this skill will be 99% of the times always casted. Then the second skill will be dealing damage, physical damage equal to 200% of the attack to the front row enemies, which will increase the overall damage that they take by 30%. Now, this is very, very big, because if you are going to be playing PvP, you will be completely destroying the front lines thanks to this 30% buff that, debuff that the enemies are getting. So very, very strong skill in my opinion. Overall, the angel, I forgot to mention, is a support type of angel. It's not a DPS in my opinion. I wouldn't suggest that you go really hard on this angel as a first one, but I will talk a bit more on the end of this video. I always have the timestamps, so you can always check it out. Now, when it comes to the UR plus powers, don't look this one on the right side. Actually, don't. I will update it once we know more about the angel. So the UR power we unlock with the base levels of the angels. The UR power will give us 2 stacks of oath, which cannot be dispelled, and the maximum amount is 6. Each stack will give us 10% damage reduction. When JEANE is casting a skill, the highest attack ally will do a follow-up attack, which will be true damage, and it will equal to 100% of that angel's attack power. So usually in teams, in the early to mid game, the DPS is the highest attack, but later on the late game, you will have someone like Hera have way more attack than your DPS. So keep that in mind, but it's 100% of the attack, like the value. So it doesn't really matter which one is doing the damage. When it comes to choosing the passives, for now, I suggest that you go with the 10% HP. For the second one, maybe the shield that equals to 20% of her max HP will be way better. But it is soon to be seen. I really need to test out the angel in order to make a complete overall guide of her and how to build her. But this is just a suggestion based on what we have seen so far. Then on the third one, I would use either the all teammates attack up, or if I'm not mistaken, the speed was over there. This angel will require a lot of speed for PvP because you want her to cast first. The revive is something probably going to be 99% of the times being used, because if you can revive her, she will be having the chances to have more oath stacks, which will be giving you the possibility to keep healing up all of your other angels on the lineup. So based on the UR plus powers and the passives, I will update this probably Saturday on Sunday once we see how the angel performs. When it comes to the MR powers, let's talk about them. So on the base MR0, we are going to receive a plus 15% to all allies maximum HP, which can stack up to 3 times. And she will be healing for 50% of her own max HP, which will make it that if our allies, all our angels are already full HP, that excess healing will become a undispellable shield for 2 rounds, which is really good, insanely strong. This is kind of covering up the sim shielding buffs. So very good support when it comes to survivability. 200 energy will be provided with 1 star of MR, plus 5% attack and 5% HP for JEANE. Then on MR2, we are going to have the increase of max HP plus 5%. This is this one. So instead of 15, it will be 20%. And the stack limit will be not 3 but 5 times, and some 10% magical and physical resistances is always good. On MR3, the final damage taken will be minus 30% to all allies for 2 rounds. This means all the damage that an angel is supposed to get, it will be reduced by 30%. It is very, very, very big. This is why I even suggest to go for the MR3 at least, like the bare minimum. If you want to use and upgrade the angel, try to push her for MR3. Then 15% HP and 15% defense for JEANE. MR4, we will receive another 5% extra to the maximum HP of the MR skill, and then 30% of the extra healing. So instead of 50, it will be 80% of the excessive healing will become a shield, and 10% damage reduction to herself. And on MR5, the max HP increase will be doubled on JEANE. So the reason why I say that MR5 could potentially be skipped early on, in my opinion, is because it's not that the max HP is not incredibly good, but on the early stages, if this is your anniversary server, or you just started the game and you don't have a DPS build up, this max HP increased for her won't benefit you that much compared to you being able to finish off your main DPS and upgrade it so that the main DPS becomes really, really strong. Of course, this is my opinion. I could be heavily mistaken. Now, when it comes to the incarnation powers, on the base one, we will be receiving one more stack of oath. Now, the stack of oaths, this was on the UR powers. We receive 2. The maximum amount is 6 of the stacks that we can get, and this gives damage reduction, and we deal a bit more damage the more stacks we have. So another thing, alongside the stacks of oath, we will be getting 40% holy damage multiplied by the number of oath stacks that we have to the ally that is doing the follow-up attack. For instance, the ally with the max attack is 1000. So this is the one that he will be dealing the follow-up attack. To those 1000 attack, we will be adding 40% holy damage, which will be multiplied by the oaths that our angel currently has. The maximum is 6, so the maximum should be 240%. Then on top of that, she will be granting a splendor buff for 2 rounds, which is 20% damage reduction from creators' will skills. This is the incarnation powers of other angels, and on top of that, plus 2 more oath stacks. And if an ally is taking a fatal damage, she will be using 1 stack to fully heal that ally. This is not a revive, so if the angel is with 1000 health and it is supposed to die from fatal attack, 1 stack will be consumed instead of the angel dying, and it will heal it to the full HP. So in a way, I don't think that the Lucifer Devourer will trigger this old stacks, but it is yet to be seen. I truly hope that Lucifer is just going to be able to devour so she can get the buffs and the attacks. It will be really, really sad and weird to see an interaction where Lucifer devours an angel, but actually this angel gets saved by JEANE, and then Lucifer doesn't get the buffs because the angel is actually not devoured. It is yet to be seen. I truly hope that they have fixed that and there won't be any issues between the synergy of JEANE and Lucifer. On Incarnation level 1, we are receiving 1 oath stack and 30 speed. This is very, very important for the PvP. Then on Incarnation level 2, the Splendor will give us 10% more damage reduction, plus 15% attack, 15% defense to herself. Then on Incarnation level 3, another 10% of damage reduction, plus 1 more oath stack, and plus 15 magic resistance and plus 15 physical resistance. On Incarnation level 4, we're receiving plus 5% to the holy damage of the follow-up ally that will do the attack, and then 15% HP and 15% debuff resistances. And on Incarnation 5, we are again receiving the plus 5% to the holy damage of the follow-up attack, plus 1 more oath stack, and Incarnation now will be possible to work while she is on the substitute positions, which are 7 to 12 in the lineup. What you may not know is that Incarnation powers, in order to trigger, the angel needs to be in position 1 to 6, but some angels have this specific way of working where in substitutes they can be casting their Incarnation power. As you can see, on level 2, on level 3, on level 5, it kind of becomes more PvP oriented compared to the PvE. So if you are going to use this angel for the main purpose of pushing PvE, you definitely won't need in the ER power more than ER1, and in a way ER1 is useful only because of the old stack. For PvE you wouldn't really care about the speed. So this is how you can decide if you want to upgrade her more, or if you want to upgrade her to MR and save some of the blue scrolls for other support angels. When it comes to the Relic, I still haven't seen any news about her Relic, her passive on the Relic and how it will work. But what I can say is that on the substats, we will be wanting to have as much HP and HP percentage as possible. And if you are being more PvP oriented, speed will be a must. Like, your JEANE needs to be the fastest angel probably on the board, or at least as fast enough to be able to cast her MR skill. Then when it goes to the gear Ascension, for the gear Ascension, because this is a support, I would suggest that we go with the armor for the max HP first, and the belt. Actually, I have made a small mistake, I'm sorry. So the armor and the belt I will be suggesting to go and upgrade first. Later on I will say that you can go with the ring and the weapon, and the last one could be the armor with the boots. This is how I would do it for my JEANE. When it comes to the artifact, we don't really care about the attacks over here. What we care about is the more HP that we can get. The more HP, the better. And what we are going to do is we are going to be upgrading the HP and the damage reflection first. After that, we are going to go with the crit, not because of the crit damage that is shown on the bottom, but we are going to be going on the crit because healing can crit. And imagine if your heal crits, it overheals your angels by a lot, and then this becomes your this becomes shield. This will be very nice. For the rest, I'm not really sure which one would be the best. Maybe the debuff resistance will be better than the defense penetration, but in my opinion, those on the 4 on the back don't really matter that much. Those 2 on the front are the important ones. When it comes to the wardrobe, I'm not sure what the main stats of JEANE will be. I assume it will be strength, but I could be completely wrong. But we want the max HP, then we want the endurance, because endurance gives us more maximum HP. After that, I've put strength because I expect it to be the main attribute for the angel. And after that, agility, attack, and intellect. When it comes to the gems, of course, we want the HP to be high as possible. After that, defense, and attack and defense penetration wouldn't really matter much on her. When it comes to the gem, sorry, I have used the wrong one. If I can be... So I'm not really sure which gem to use yet, but over here, as you can see, there is a gem which can be reflecting damage based on max HP. I believe that this one will be really good for her, because what we want to do essentially is stack as high max HP as possible on our angel. And when it comes to the buffs, I would suggest that we use the buff received, max HP and speed. Now even though over here I would say that for this angel we can change it like this, so the maximum HP is the most important one, and then we try to fill it up with speed and buff received. So we can be as fast as possible and as healthy as possible on our angel. When it comes to the affinity and the fate, I still haven't seen any fate, so I don't know how she's going to be synergized with the other angels and which one you will need to build, but I will make a better version of this guide where I will have this information filled out. And when it comes to pairing the JEANE with other angels, since she is going to be focusing a lot on the max HP stuff, we're going to be trying to put her with supports that are like Capri, like Hela, like Raph because of the shielding, with Hera because Hera is going to give us the option, sorry, not the option, but the damage reduction on top of her own sim because of the nice shielding, and then probably like Horus for the revive. Of course, this setup that I've shown over here is more for a PvP and for a Lilith type of build. I still haven't decided how to showcase the best angels to pair with when it comes to supports. Maybe I'll try to separate it if the support is good with which DPS, and with which DPS it's not really necessary. But overall, she will be really well synergizing with any supports that buff with shields, give more max HP, or give sustainability in a way. And also we are always going to be mentioning the Zodiac Rabbit. Zodiac Rabbit is insanely good support. Make sure to summon her during the anniversary event. So I hope that you enjoyed this guide. Please do not forget to join the Discord channel, because if you have any questions I can answer there, and also I will be posting on there when there is a new video available for you to watch and when I am going to be streaming. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for all of the videos that are coming up regarding the anniversary events.